Welcome, everybody. College football is in the air. I can smell it, all right? The tickets are getting ready to cash. I'm talking once again with my partner in crime, Drew Martin out of Atlanta. Today, we're going to talk about a Conference USA West team, Louisiana Tech. Now, here's a team only returning 6 offensive starters, 3 defensive starters. So Coach Skip HOLTZ, remember Lou Holtz's son, he's got his hands full because last year, their quarterback, Jeff Driscoll, the ex-transfer from the Florida Gators, he had a great year, but he's gone. Quarterback that was supposed to step up just got busted for a DUI, so it changes everything about this team. Hey, Drew, first and foremost, nice to have you back with us. We're looking at a team that's got a team total 7.5. Now, I don't know if that line was set before the DUI arrest or after. Let our viewers know where the advantage is, whether it's betting on or betting against Louisiana Tech from the Conference USA.
Well, Brenner, yeah, thanks for having me back on. Excited to talk some small conference football here. And as far as the line goes, that's the current line right now, 7.5, which I would advise to bet under. I mean, this is a team that loses a hell of a combo, and Kenneth Dixon, the running back, and Jeff Driscoll, the quarterback. They both are in the NFL. They also lose defensive tackle Vernon Butler. He was the first-round selection, the 30th pick overall to Carolina. So losing a lot of talent off that defensive line, your quarterback and the leading rusher in school history, that's a lot to replace. And the returning quarterback that was slated to start, the senior Ryan Higgins, as you said, he's not going to start against Arkansas. So that's a big reason they're catching 26 in Fayetteville week 1. But overall, as far as betting Louisiana Tech, I would look for them not to get to that 7.5 win total this year.
I like that breakdown. And you're looking at a team, 3 of its first 4 games. You got Arkansas, you've got Texas Tech, and then you got Middle Tennessee, who's no walk in the park. So this team's got its work cut out for them. Looking at the schedule, looking at all the dynamics to this team, I also like the fact that 7.5 should be under because it is not easy to replace a quality quarterback like that. And when your defense takes a hit, I mean, your offense takes a hit and you only got 3 that is defense. There's only 3 returning starters on defense. How is this team going to patch those holes? And is there any games maybe under the radar where you look to back this team?
Well, Brenner, I mean, just doing some research on their practice reports, Skip Holtz, he thinks that they, they're going to be obviously volatile. It's going to depend on a lot of first-year starters here for this club. On defense, they actually lose all 3 of their starting linebackers last year. So as you know, with football and defense, linebackers, when you lose all 3 of them, watch out. I mean, it was almost 250 tackles off of last year's team just at the linebacker position. So he's pretty worried. I mean, as far as value on this line, though, that's 7.5. I don't think the whole quarterback situation was worked in there. They are going to be going into Fayetteville with a redshirt freshman quarterback or a sophomore quarterback, both guys with not much playing time. So as far as their schedule, though, pulling Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky, both from the east side. And as far as looking to bet on this team, the last game of the season against Southern Miss is actually playing in that game off of a short week. It's on a Friday night, and that is the week after they will have a bye. Louisiana Tech will have a bye. So they'll have extra time to prepare, and it will be at the end of the season when a lot of these young guys get a lot of experience. So that's the one spot that I would look to bet on Louisiana Tech.
That's a good bet, a bit of information there, and even though it's towards the end of the season, that's a good tip, to look at towards the end, because like any team, it takes time to gel. One thing I will say, though, they got a good coach here. Lou Holtz, he knows his stuff. The apple didn't fall far from the tree when that happened. All right, viewers, you heard it. Conference USA West, Louisiana Tech. Their team total is set at 7.5. Got a feeling that's going to be a little bit hard to eclipse. So if you will, take our advice. Take the under. Louisiana Tech 7.5 wins. Hey, Drew, thanks so much for your time. I can't wait for Pigskin to begin, and I know, as you always say, college football pays my bills. I'll talk to you again soon, my man.
All right, bud. Let's get it.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.